fight.
Macam tak semangat je narrator ni. Hello dan Assalamualaikum. Okey, dalam video kali ni aku akan main sebuah game demo yang bertajuk Voice of Cards The Isle Dragon Rose. Okey, so ini adalah game yang keluar pada akhir tahun lepas, tahun 2021, dan dia diterbitkan oleh Square Enix. So aku dah pernah tengok trailer dia. Dia adalah sebuah game card yang dia gunakan semua elemen dalam game ni dalam bentuk card. So konsep dia agak menarik. So aku nak cuba demo dia dululah sebelum aku beli full game dia, sebab dia agak mahal dan over budget lah untuk aku main, untuk beli full game terus. Tapi nasib baik dia bagi demo lah, so untuk kita cuba. So tanpa membuang masa, aku akan start new game.
Good afternoon, or should I say evening, morning. Morning? At any rate, I'm the game master. Pleased to make your acquaintance. Before we begin, there is something I must tell you. You see, my job is to draw you into this world with my voice and cards, which is why I believe it best for you to play with the sound on.
Okay, sound memang on.
However, as you can see, my voice is subtitled, so you can always read along as well.
Okay.
Now then, are you ready? Let's begin. Welcome to Voice of Cards.
Okay.
You're about to take the first steps of your adventure. Through a
Okay.
realm of sword and sorcery you will travel, battling bloodthirsty monsters as you strive to realize your ambitions. I have every faith you will accomplish great things here.
Okay, and you are?
I am merely a witness to your exploits. Now then, your departure draws nigh. May your journey be a safe one. This is Castle Advent. Queen Nilla reigns over the kingdom from within its walls. 3 white-clad adventurers have gathered here at the Queen's summons. Present yourselves, O faithful of the Ivory Order.
Okay, ini aku ke? Betul lah, your piece is in the middle of the screen. Use the left stick to move in the direction you want. Move to the queen. Okay. As you continue to your journey, your objective will change. Press the triangle button whenever you need a reminder of what to do next. You will see cards with glowing edges on your adventure. Step onto one to trigger an event that will move the story along. Okay. So, okay. So, kita sekarang ni, okay, kalau kita pijak move dekat glowing tu, dia akan start cerita dia lah. So, kejap.
You cannot leave. Present yourself to the Queen at once.
Okay.
I am one of the guards charged with the castle's protection. None shall pass me without permission. I am one of the guards charged with the castle's protection. I take not a single step.
Tak ada apa-apa. NPC Guard.
You may not enter.
Baru dia nak ingat boleh lalu situ. Okay, dah.
From upon her throne, the Queen regards the adventurers. So you are disciples of the Order. youngest of the three steps forward. She holds herself with well-born grace. I am Winifred of the Ivory Order, Your Majesty, she says. I lead this fellowship. She bows, glancing to her two companions. In response, the stern-looking one inclines his head and brusquely names himself Berwin. The older man is the picture of courtesy, as he genuflects and introduces himself as Hedwin.
Nama
It is
lebih kurang
these
lah.
three our story follows today. The Queen acknowledges the fellowship with a nod. In a soft voice, she explains her errand. Someone has stolen the royal treasure. I bid you reclaim it. Under normal circumstances, I would entrust this to my soldiers, but I do not wish to spread thin my forces with the recent monster troubles. It seems the troubled queen is judged she can entrust this matter to none but the Ivory Order, beloved of the people and unmatchable in battle. It is our honor to serve you, Your Majesty, and thus the quest falls to the Fellowship. Short of any clues that could lead them to the culprit, however, they press the Queen for further information.
So kita nak tahulah siapa pencuri tu.
The Fellowship asks the Queen if she knows anything about the thief. The Queen says witnesses might be found at Next.
Where's the royal treasure?
The Fellowship asks the Queen what the royal treasure is. The Queen describes a bottle containing a certain liquid. Without it, she trails off, but the desperation in her voice suggests its loss could spell disaster for the kingdom. Usually, one would expect recompense for this sort of undertaking, as demanding a reward would go against the tenets of the Ivory Order. You hold your tongue. The Queen, however, has already said she will reward the Fellowship with whatever they desire. It seems the royal treasure is just that important. Pray tarry no longer here. I await news of your success. The Fellowship bows and takes their leave.
Okay, kita tengok menu dulu. So kita ada 3 watak ni. Semua level 5. Macam mana ni? Okay, so maksimum 3 saja. So okay, so perempuan ni adalah mage, lelaki ni warrior, dan orang tua ni magic lah. Okay, tak apalah, nanti kita tengok balik. So dia memang dunia ni semua dia wakilkan secara kat.
We can waste no time finding the treasure. Winifred strides toward town. Wait, cries Berwin, blocking Winifred's path. A monster. You dare stand in our way? Edwin scowls at the foul creature. It lunges at the Fellowship.
Okay, combat kita yang pertama, kita tengok macam mana.
And fight.
Okay, the fight is on. Take down all the enemies and victory shall be yours. The damage restore, the damage kita tak tahu berapa. Kita ambil yang kecil dulu. 6 sahaja. Okay. Okay, standard. Kita ambil 1 gem. Gem tu tak apa. Saya kira macam mana. Critical.
Winifred heaves a disgruntled sigh as she smooths her rumpled garb. Showing no signs of weariness from battle, Berwin silently wipes the monster's ichor from his weapon. Edwin inspects the remains of their foe. The queen spoke true, he mutters, his face masked in contemplation. Winifred gives a grim nod at his words. Mayhap the treasure's theft and the monster's behavior are connected somehow. First things first, the Fellowship needs to gather more information. To Nexton, they set their sights.
Okay, kita tak sempat komen sangat. So combat dia agak biasa untuk sebuah game card dan juga game turn based. Dia tak ada, dia terlalu basic, tapi mungkin sebab dia masih awal. Tapi tu pun dia tak ada tutorial sangat. So aku tak tahulah. So aku rasa dia agak kreatif untuk gunakan kad sebagai environment dia. Walaupun aku rasa ini bukan game pertama yang buat macam ni. Cuma mungkin dia lebih berskala lebih besar lah game ni. So dia more or less macam game JRPG yang lama-lama lah. Lucky for you, there are all sort of establishment in town to support you on your adventure. Will you care to have them explain? Okay. Okay, standard. Apa tu carry? Okay. Armor, item shop, game parlor. Boleh main kat game juga. Okay, itu je. Cuma aku tak berapa suka sebab dia hanya ada tukang cerita. So dia setiap watak tu dia tak ada dialog dia. Tukang cerita tu yang cakap. So
I'm too scared to leave town with all those monsters out there, the woman sighs. Welcome to Nexton, hails a man. The Fellowship asks if he's heard anything about the theft of the royal treasure. The man's eyes widen. He leans close to Winifred and whispers something in her ear. Welcome to Nexton.
Okay. Saya boleh tanya lagi.
The man doesn't respond to any question except to parrot back his original greeting. The man helpfully advises you take the opportunity to purchase equipment and curatives while you are in town.
Oh ya, so apa ni? Dekat setting kita tak ada difficulty option, so aku tak sure game ni akan jadi lagi susah ataupun senang
Woman
je.
sits hunched over by the side of the road. Upon catching sight of the fellowship, she calls out for their aid. She's sprained her ankle and needs you to take her to the nearby apothecary. Winifred rushes to her and helps her up. Berwin lifts the woman onto his back, and the fellowship sets out in search of an apothecary.
Okay, jump. Kenapa dia bawa pisau? Oh, kenapa dia pakai pisau tu dengan roti?
After taking a curative, the woman begins hopping up and down. Nothing holds a candle to Ivory Order medicine, she beams. She turns to the fellowship, her eyes widening in surprise. You three. It seems she's only now realized the fellowship are disciples of the Ivory Order. The woman takes each of their hands in turn, thanking them for their service. The Ivory Order is famous for providing medical supplies throughout the realm, and indeed the wider world. Every smile the Order brings to someone's face makes Winifred proud to be a disciple.
Kita tengok dulu apa yang dia ni collection ni. $9.17 je. Okey. Tengok balik kedai ni ada apa?
The proprietress inquires. The apothecary catches sight of the fellowship. Ah, the Ivory Order, to which I owe the prosperity of my humble shop, she says. She gestures to the drawers filled with her wares. Pray, choose one of my concoctions and take it at no cost. It shall be a token of my thanks to the Order. The fellowship insists they will pay as any other customer would, and sets about browsing her wares.
Kita ada 542 gold. Kita tahu tak dalam inventory kita ada berapa ni? Tak apalah, kita tengok-tengok je dulu. Okay.
How may I help you? The proprietress inquires.
Item shop ke? Kita tak tengok lagi.
How may I help you? The proprietor inquires. The man claims he saw a suspicious someone leaving the castle grounds carrying what looked to be a medicine bottle. He didn't get a good look at their face, but says they were nothing but skin and bone. The Fellowship thanks the man for the useful information. Nothing holds a candle to Ivory Order medicine, proclaims the woman, swigging this curative and that. The woman begs the Fellowship for their autographs. She seems to greatly admire the Order. I know there's nothing to worry about with disciples of the Order here, she says, relief flooding her features. Upon asking, the woman says she was attacked by a monster outside of town. A strange creature, she says, nothing but bones, and it clutched a bottle of medicine as if its life depended on it. Apparently, there's a monster lurking around the outskirts of town stealing medicine, and only medicine. Rumors claim the monster fled to the west. Thanks to the information gleaned from the townsfolk, the Fellowship is all but certain of who has stolen the royal treasure. The first clue was the Queen's description of the treasure. A small bottle containing a certain...
Oh, aku rasa ni tak jadi recap kot.
And there's the bony figure seen fleeing town. The skeletal
Cerita
monster
dia
clutching the
still
bottle of medicine. And the
terlalu
monster
basic dan straightforward, so aku tak rasa menarik
From
langsung.
all that information, the Fellowship distills the thief's true identity.
Budak ni skeleton monster fleeing west, heavy street again.
Realization strikes Winifred. I know who our thief is. The monster made of bones, Edwin interjects. The one that fled west. Erwin nods in agreement, as if to say, another sage pronouncement from the great and wise Edwin. Winifred clears her throat, proclaims that the Fellowship shall head west, out of town, and walks off. You make your way to the inn, where you're greeted with a hearty hello by the owner. You're from the Ivory Order, aren't you? Thanks to a royal decree, you're allowed to stay the night for free. And you're not about to refuse such hospitality. The party leaves the inn feeling rested.
Okay, kita boleh save, kita save dulu.
And fight.
Macam tak semangat je narrator ni. Okay, James ni mana lah, senang cerita.
bizarre rock appeared. It seems primed to explode.
So kita pun ada quick time event. Begini bukan quick time event, dia macam random event. Namu yo.
Bizarre rock transformed into a gold rock.
Okay. Chest. Okay, good.
Congrats.
Congrats macam tu je. Aku main game ni pun tak bersemangat tu dengan benda punya narrator tak semangat. Oh, tak boleh lalu bukit, gunung. Oh, apa tu? Ship. Okay. Kita ada apa kat sini? Oh, ada mapis pula. So aku sebenarnya nak boleh je kalau nak explore atas kan, tapi sebab aku malas lah. So kita terus proceed dengan story dia lah. Oh boy.
Close by, a fisherman of exquisite physique pulls a net out of the water, his muscles rippling. This is no time for lustful reverie. Winifred races to his side and asks that he give the fellowship safe passage aboard the ship. That vessel is cursed, the fisherman mutters, trembling.
Okay.
Night after night, it leaves port without a soul aboard, headed I know not where. Come morning, it is once again anchored here. This, to the fisherman's mind, is the result of a curse. His head drops into his hands. With but a single dispeller, I am certain I could lift it and sail away. Alas, the fellowship find themselves without any dispeller. They resolve to return to Nexton and find some.
Dispeller. Okay. Kena patah balik pula. Oh, okay. Okay, kini macam fast travel jugalah. Ni kita tak pernah datang tadi.
Want to play a game within this parlor? You can play cards. The child rambles on, wheedling you. I'll give you this if you play with me.
Okay, so kita main lah. Sebab dia bagi dispeller yang kita nak tu. Malas lah. Okay. Satu je. Okay. Aku tak tahu dia suruh main game apa, tapi aku main je lah sebab malas nak baca ataupun tengok tutorial dia. Game ni agak bosan jugalah opening je ni. Dan dia terlalu banyak animation yang slow, ni menjadikan game ni slow juga. Complete a set of 2-3 cards of the same number from your hand or the pot, or 3 consecutive number cards. Ni dapat 567.
Thanks for playing, the boy squeals. He hands over the medicine bottle as promised.
Okay, so game ni boleh multiplayer untuk mini game dia.
Winifred hands the despairing fisherman a dispeller and asks again for safe passage to the cave beyond the sea. The fisherman snatches up the concoction, so delighted that his pectoral muscles begin twitching. The fellowship politely ignores this fact. He opens the bottle and proceeds to douse the ship.
Okay, so dia bagi kita untuk jalan-jalan dulu. So kita aku tak tahu lah aku nak jalan-jalan ke tak.
A monster appears. You may be able to aid it by administering some antidote.
Boleh lah kita tolong help the poor thing.
You take pity on the creature and administer some healthy once more. It gets up and makes its way to who knows where. Every so often you catch it looking back at you, but before long it's out of sight.
Chest. Okay.
Let's not go there just yet. I haven't quite finished the story for that section, you see.
Huh. Level 7.
Set sail for the cave? The fisherman asks.
Okay je lah.
Let's shove off then. He beckons you aboard. The fellowship arrives at the mouth of a dank cave. Its damp, rocky expanse threatening to swallow them. Monsters could come pouring out at any moment. The fisherman has anchored the ship in the cove. Come back here when you're ready to return to the mainland, he says.
Mana cave-nya? Oh, dalam ni.
An iron door towers before you. It has rather conspicuous handles. Berwin pushes the massive handles against the door with Berwin gives the door a roundhouse kick out of pure frustration. As his foot connects, the door trundles to the side. So it was one of those sliding contraptions. Something leaps out at the fellowship from the darkness. Winifred deftly parries the attack with her staff. Edwin looks fondly at Winifred, only to have his reverie interrupted by Berwin's cry of, "It's coming back." The fellowship approaches the chest, only for a voice deep as an earthquake to echo through the cavern. not have it, a voice growls. The fellowship warily eyes their surroundings as several somethings leap out of the shadows.
So adakah ini boss battle yang pertama? 22 40. Okey, kita habiskan yang minion ni dulu. Okay. 5 je. 7. 16. 4 tu nak mati. Matilah nak. 3. Restore 10 HP. Matilah dia nak. Okay, so tinggal boss dia sahaja. Alright.
You did great. Winifred neatly steps through the fiend's remains and opens the chest. Inside is what appears for all the world to be an ordinary medicine bottle. At last, the royal treasure is in safe hands once more, Edwin sighs. Winifred and Berwin nod in agreement. Treasure in hand, the fellowship exits the cave, exultant. In time, the Fellowship find themselves before the Queen once more. They offer her the retrieved treasure. As reward for the arduous task of returning our prized possession, I bid you name anything you desire, she proclaims. She is positively beaming and seems prepared to shower the Fellowship with riches, whether they demand them or not. But at that moment, a massive roar, the likes of which had never been heard before, shakes the entire castle. As the roar recedes, one of the royal guard, pale as a sheet, bursts into the royal hall. He struggles to gather his breath. Just now, over the castle, a dragon, he pants to Queen Nilla. A dragon. So the great evil has returned. Queen Nilla turns her gaze to the sky, dumbfounded. So the monster troubles are connected, Edwin says so under his breath, so the Queen does not hear. A profound silence settles over the royal hall. The Fellowship stand tall, unflinching, as though they know what must be done in the face of such a crisis. Out of time of the adventure. Don't you worry. We'll continue the tale another time. I look forward to our next session. Until then, I bid you good day. Farewell, friend.
No. Okey, itulah dia tadi demo untuk game Voice of Cards The Isle Dragon Rose. Okey. Aku rasa dalam sejam lebih kot dia punya demo ni. Nanti kena check balik. So demo je as expected, ringkas, tapi dari segi gameplay dengan cerita dia mungkin terlalu basic. Mungkin plot cerita dia akan berubah dekat full game, aku tak pasti. Tapi dari segi gameplay, dia punya card, dia punya environment semua, aku rasa masih terlalu basic. Dan kalau dia jadi improve pun, dia macam standard JRPG yang lain lah. So aku tak rasa ada keunikan atau keistimewaan dalam game ni yang boleh membuatkan aku rasa nak beli dan nak tahu lebih lanjut, nak main lebih lanjut dengan game ni. Cerita dia pun so-so, tapi yang lebih tak bestnya bila dia punya narrator, pencerita dia agak tak ada emosi sangat. Mungkin tu style dia, aku respect style tu, tapi aku rasa kalau kita guna voice acting, voice over setiap watak tu mungkin lagi best. So ketiga-tiga watak utamanya aku mainkan ni tak ada personality, tak ada apa yang menarik. So agak dia membuatkan aku tak ada minat lah untuk main game ni. So dia punya journey pun biasa-biasa je. So aku so aku tak ada apa-apa yang aku rasa aku boleh puji sangat tentang game ni. Kalau game ni, so game ni aku rasa biar aku ketepikan saja dululah. Tunggu lagi 2-3 tahun, 3-4 tahun, kalau game ni free mungkin aku akan cuba main lagi. Tapi aku rasa game ni agak slow dari segi dia punya animation. Lepas tu ada yang kau tak boleh skip battle. So aku rasa dia agak slow dan bosan. Aku dah beberapa kali menguap dalam sejam main game ni. So aku rasa game ni dengan harga dia, aku tak rasa harga dia yang sekarang ni, aku tak rasa dia berbaloi. Mungkin game dia panjang dan ada lebih story-nya lebih mendalam, tapi itulah, dia bagi demo dan demo ni tak menarik minat aku untuk main game ni. So I'll pass this game. Okay, itulah, setakat itu saja untuk video kali ini. Terima kasih kerana menonton. Jangan lupa like dan subscribe. Assalamualaikum.